This naturalrefrigerants.com article is being read by an automated voice. Atmosphere releases Clean Cooling for Data Centers 2025. A new report featuring interviews with 9 cooling system and component manufacturers by Saroj Thapa, published January 26, 2026. Atmosphere, the publisher of naturalrefrigerants.com, has released Clean Cooling for Data Centers 2025. A new report featuring 9 articles based on in-depth interviews with cooling system and component manufacturers. The report provides an overview of the state of clean cooling in the data center sector, defined as mechanical cooling with natural refrigerants, liquid cooling systems that use non-fluorinated refrigerants, heat pumps, and the components that make it possible to recover and reuse waste heat, and free cooling via dry, hybrid, or evaporative coolers. The report also touches on the economic and regulatory forces reshaping the industry's approach to cooling. The report can be downloaded here. Clean Cooling for Data Centers 2025 takes a qualitative approach to assessing the current state of clean cooling in data centers. Articles based on interviews with cooling system and component manufacturers provide the lay of the land and give an idea of what's next. The following companies were interviewed for the report: Alfa Laval, BAC, Carel, Fenagy, Jeggy, Kelvion, Second, SWEP, and Zudek. This report is not just a first for Atmosphere, but a first for the data center sector, said Michael Hines, the report's lead author. This is the first report to focus strictly on clean cooling in data centers, and it provides valuable insights into the state of natural refrigerants in the industry. Article previews. Below is a short look into each of the 9 articles that appear in Clean Cooling for Data Centers 2025, which can be downloaded for here. Alfa Laval. The Swedish manufacturer's data center business is booming with growing demand for both its gasketed and brazed plate heat exchangers. The company is developing new brazed plate heat exchangers to meet the needs of larger coolant distribution units, CDUs, according to Anna Blomborg, head of data centers at Alfa Laval. The forecasts we're seeing are extraordinary, Blomborg said. BAC. Data centers are big business for BAC, but it's not just the company's heat rejection technology that is making a mark on the industry. BAC also offers a single-phase immersion cooling system with an in-tank heat exchanger, which is detailed in a case study on a Houston co-location facility. Carel. Carel has worked in the data center industry since the 1970s. Enrico Boscaro, in addition to being the company's group marketing manager for HVAC Industrial, is also the chairman of Eurovent's IT Cooling Task Force. He participated in a Q&A discussing the evolution of data center cooling technologies and regulations in the sector. Fenagy, Industrial Heating and Cooling Systems. Manufacturer Fenagy has big plans for the data center sector. The company is particularly interested in the potential of waste heat recovery and is currently working on a project in Kajaani, Finland, where it's supplying hydrocarbon heat pumps that cool servers, capture waste heat, and then lift it for use in the local district heating network. Jeggy. Jeggy has supplied its hybrid dry coolers to more than 200 data centers since it first broke into the industry in 1996. While much attention has been on the growth of the data center industry in the United States, Jeggy shared why it's also bullish on the Australian market. Kelvion. Kelvion has worked with data centers for decades, and in the past 10 years its product portfolio has evolved rapidly alongside the industry. Along with his company's product portfolio of heat rejection solutions, Timo Kaivalat, the SVP of Global Sales and Solutions, discussed Kelvion's move from the gray space to the white space and how it seeks to help data center operators balance capital and operating expenditures. Secon, hydrocarbon heat pump and chiller manufacturer. Secon has completed more than 30 data center projects and is seeing increased demand in this area, according to Joachim Schott, the company's managing director and owner. One of its recent projects was in Hamburg for European edge data center operator Penta Infra, whose head of engineering spoke about why propane, IR290 chillers were chosen for the Hamburg facility. SWEP. Global heat exchanger manufacturer SWEP sees an opportunity for its heat exchangers to help data centers turn waste heat into energy. Christer Frenfeld, business development manager at SWEP, shared details about a high-performance computing data center in Sweden, where its brazed plate heat exchangers facilitate free cooling and heat recovery. Zudek, ammonia heat pump and chiller manufacturer Zudek, has worked on 5 data centers across South Africa and Germany. Its recently launched air-cooled chiller, the Windmatic, is being targeted at data centers, but It was a project featuring its Airmatic chiller that the company spoke about for its case study.